Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today, I'll be reviewing Deschutes Black Butte 26th Anniversary, and I am really excited to dig into this one. It's finally past the best after date, which was June 14th of this year. Currently, it is September 27th, so we're definitely past that date, which is awesome. Been holding on to this one for over a year in anticipation of trying it. But what makes this really special for me personally is a year ago today, me and my wife got married, so we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary. It's been awesome. This beer we actually decided on because it came out last year before we got married, and we tried it fresh. We actually decided this was going to be the special beer we drank on our wedding night. So in memory of that and having a really great anniversary, we decided why not? We'll go ahead and crack this one. Couldn't think of a better time, and of course that just makes this really special. So this is their Imperial Porter. They bring out every year, but they're always doing something different. So this particular anniversary, they're using pomegranate molasses, cranberry, cocoa nibs, and aging 50% of it in bourbon barrels. So really cool stuff. Excited to get into this one. I did not review it fresh, of course. So let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh, wow. Up front, I get a lot of that pomegranate. I definitely get a lot of that cranberry. Yeah, I get a lot of those fruity notes. There's even a slight kind of tartness in the aroma. It's not like it got infected or it's bad or anything like that, but just a little bit of that kind of tart, fresh fruit notes. I'm definitely getting some chocolate. It's like a cross between milk and dark chocolates. Not really getting too much in the way of bourbon, maybe like a slight hint. I do get some vanilla and a touch of oak in there though. A little bit of roastiness, maybe a hint of like some dark fruit starting to come forward as well. A little bit of like a slightly kind of sweet caramel or like a burnt sugary kind of note in there. But yeah, right up front, it's that kind of sweeter pomegranate, because that pomegranate molasses, definitely getting cranberry, dark fruits, and vanilla. It definitely smells like it's on the sweeter side. Yeah, smells pretty good. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh, wow. That's actually pretty different taste-wise compared with the aroma. So up front, I'm definitely getting that bourbon. It's not super strong, but it's definitely in there. Nice sweet vanilla, a little bit of that kind of oaky note in there as well. And then it finishes with more of this tart cranberry, kind of tart molasses, kind of a little bit of that pomegranate flavor, some slightly dark fruit notes in there too. Really nice. Yeah, second sip, I'm getting more of that kind of like sugary sweetness. And definitely that pomegranate molasses plays a really big part because it's kind of like burnt sugar, caramel. It's got a really nice rich vanilla character to it as well, definitely coming from the bourbon barrels. And the bourbon itself is a little bit of that kind of smooth, sweeter bourbon kind of taste. Definitely getting more chocolate in the second taste as well. It comes across first as a little bit of like a bittersweet dark chocolate, and then it finishes with more of this kind of creamy, sweeter milk chocolate too. A lot of flavors going on, really complex, but really tasty at the same time. I do get a little bit of the roasted malt, but honestly, compared with everything else, not a ton. And I gotta say, I like the way that there's that sweetness, a little bit of bitterness from the roasted malt, and then there's just a nice kind of tart, slightly, very slightly tart finish. Again, cranberry, pomegranates, and there's like slight dark fruit notes just kind of in the whole thing. It's really nice. It's on the sweeter side in terms of Imperial Porters, but it's really nice. And because it is an Imperial Porter, the body is a little thin. I know it's not a stout, but you know, when you have a bigger kind of bourbon barrel aged beer, you do expect sometimes for it to be a little bit thicker and chewier, but again, it's a porter, so I do have to remember that. Definitely on the medium side of full, maybe just straight medium actually, because it is a little thin, which is one of my few complaints. It does have a little bit of a creamy mouthfeel though, which I really like. Yeah, for being almost 11%, it's not boozy. I don't smell or taste any alcohol. I get a definite warmth as it goes down, but for a beer this size, being bourbon barrel aged, I'm not surprised there's some warmth. And I do remember it being like a touch boozy fresh, and the alcohol was really, really mellowed out. But this is really nice. Again, the vanilla, the oak, and the bourbon, all their like sweeter notes really complement the pomegranate and cherry, or cranberry, excuse me, kind of fruity notes, and then a little bit of dark fruit, the slight roasted notes, and that chocolate. It's just a really nice milk dark chocolate combo. It's very easy to drink. Really, really digging this one. It's aged quite well. So in terms of rating, I'm going with a 9.3 out of 10. Only complaints, it is a little bit thin in terms of the body, and it is a little bit almost verging on too sweet for my personal palate. I'm really glad that they've got the oak barrel because that adds a little bit of this dryness on the back end, and I'm glad that they use cranberry and pomegranate molasses. Even though the molasses part of it kind of sweeten things up even more, the pomegranate and the cranberry just add this nice kind of brighter fruity tartness to it that does help to make it not cloying, but for me it's kind of verging on that. Despite all that, really awesome beer. I've got, I think, another bottle, maybe two in the cellar, so I'm going to continue to see how this goes, but drinking really great as of now. If you guys have aged this one, please let me know what you think. Alright, that does for this beer review. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.